Should you ever need to get hold of us, or just give us a ring?
What if one royal visit exposed everything? The difference between duty and drama leadership and attention-seeking legacy and relevance. This week, King Charles III didn't just visit America. He reminded the world what real royalty actually looks like. And whether people like it or not, that message landed directly on Prince Harry. In a historic moment, King Charles stood before the United States Congress, delivering a speech that many are already calling one of his most powerful yet. This wasn't just another royal appearance, it marked 250 years since America declared independence from Britain, a moment filled with history, sensitivity, and symbolism. Now, think about that. A British king speaking in America about independence from Britain. That could have gone wrong in so many ways. But instead, it was handled with precision, intelligence, and even humour. Charles didn't sound offensive. He didn't sound rehearsed. He didn't make it about himself. He made it about connection. That's the difference. Throughout the visit, Charles showed something many believe has been missing in recent royal headlines: discipline, no emotional outbursts, no personal complaints, no attempts to grab attention, just quiet confidence and purpose. Because the job of the monarchy isn't to chase headlines, it's to represent a nation. And Charles understands that. From his moving visit to the 9/11 memorial in New York, to his time spent in Harlem, to engaging with culture and history at the New York Public Library, every step of the tour felt intentional. Every moment carried weight. It wasn't about image, it was about impact. Now, let's talk about the contrast. While Charles was strengthening diplomatic ties, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have been doing something very different. In recent months, they've continued what many critics describe as unofficial royal-style tours, appearances that look royal, but carry none of the responsibility. And that's where things get complicated. Because here's the reality: the monarchy isn't about personal branding, it's about service. It's not about telling your story, it's about representing something bigger than yourself. And this is where people say the gap is growing wider. Some observers point out that while Harry still seems to want the status of royalty, he has also spent years openly criticising the very institution that gave him that status. That contradiction hasn't gone unnoticed. Then came another moment that raised eyebrows. Reports suggest that Harry made comments on global leadership, even appearing to lecture figures like Donald Trump, right around the same time his father was preparing for a major diplomatic visit. Timing matters. And in royal life, timing is everything. Because while Charles represents Britain through Buckingham Palace, Harry now represents something else entirely: himself. And that's not necessarily wrong. But it's not the same. This week made that difference impossible to ignore. On one side, a king focused on unity, diplomacy, and legacy. On the other, a prince still trying to define his role outside the system he left behind. And maybe that's the real story here. Not drama, not headlines, not even controversy, but contrast. A reminder that being royal isn't about titles, it's about responsibility. And that responsibility doesn't disappear just because the spotlight shifts. So here's the question: has King Charles just shown the world what modern monarchy should look like? Or is this divide only going to get bigger from here? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you want more powerful royal stories like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned.